Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Jason, and this plant right here is Salvia leucophyta figueroa, and it is a California native sage. It is absolutely beautiful. This is a great addition to the moon garden with this silvery white foliage that it has, and then it has these lovely little flower bracts. The flowers actually bloom from spring to early summer. It's little pinkish flowers with like a purple, like a light pale pastel purple tinge to the pink. What I really love is that these little bracts, these little towers, they look like little lotus flowers stacked on top of each other. They actually, earlier in the season, they were a lot whiter, more frosty colored with like tinges of pink on them. So they're really lovely. You can use them in flower design to add like a whimsical appeal to whatever it is you're putting together. Bees, butterflies, hummingbirds love this plant, especially for the flowers that bloom. And once again, that spring to early summer, the flowers bloom, and then these just persist. So pruning time is about midsummer, and it's once these flower spikes dry out and a lot of the color is left from the bracts, which actually it's still there. These are going to persist for a while. But once they're really dry and spent, then you could prune them off, and then you can prune your plant itself back by no more than a third per session. But just prune it, you know, to keep it nice and tidy for the season coming. Uh, as far as the size, this grows to about 3 to 4 feet high by about 6 to 8 feet wide. I don't think this one's getting too wide, but I guess it is getting a lot wider. Uh, but yeah, the soil, you want to plant this in a fast draining sandy soil or sandy loam soil. Clay soil, really make sure to amend that soil and plant it so that the water drains away from the roots. I don't know if it will work in clay soil, but you can give it a try. This is a California native plant. The water needs are very low. It is very drought tolerant. The sun requirements, this isn't placed in full sun. You can grow it in up to part shade. And if you live on the coast, you always want to plant this in full sun. Apparently, sometimes this plant, when it's found, it has like a greenish tinge to the leaves. I don't really see much green in these leaves. These are all frosty white, just as white as the white sage, if not whiter under some circumstances. So it's a really great moon garden plant because it reflects so much moonlight. But yeah, maybe with less shade, the color might change a little. I have this growing in part sun in another part of the landscape, and it's still frosty white foliage. So anyways, this is what it looks like. It's a really pretty plant. It, once again, attracts a lot of pollinators. I just see bees and butterflies all over this. The flowers, yeah, they bloom from spring to early summer, but these bracts just persist. And that's one of the things I really love about this plant. It looks like it's still blooming to some degree, but it's not really. It's finished. I'm actually going to be cutting the flower stems off and putting them in a paper bag, hanging them in the garage, and harvesting the seed. Because you can propagate this plant via seed. And yeah, it's great for a pollinator garden, California native plant garden. It's one of my favorite sages. I think it's absolutely beautiful. If you have any questions about this plant, Salvia leucophyta figueroa, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed and you like updates on my newest videos, please click that subscribe button. I really hope you've enjoyed this video.